All right, how we doing out there? This your man Sir-Earl coming to you again. Today is actually Monday. I usually try to post on Sundays. Just been like extremely busy, so you're still getting it on Monday. I wanted to first off, I wanted to thank someone from Virginia. They went on my site and they went on my podcast and they downloaded all 78, 79 episodes. So I was really shocked when I looked at it to see that many. Normally you get about 10 or 12 a day. This one was 78 in one day, which they were from Virginia. And I definitely want to thank them for that. If they send me an email and let me know who they are and their address, I'll definitely send them a gift, free T-shirt, hat, something like that, gym bag, whatever. I appreciate listening to it and downloading it, and hopefully enjoying it. Today is Monday, August 24th. And like I said, we've been very, very busy. If anybody has watched my other platforms, they will see that my wife is currently getting ready. She's a figure competitor. She's currently getting ready for the North American Championship, which is a week from today is Monday, so it's a week from Wednesday, September 4th or 5th or something like that. It's a pro qualifier. She took second there last year. So we're definitely going back for the victory and the pro card. It'll be held in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We've been super busy with that. We still have the other gym that we're trying to put that together and get that one open. And we have the personal training studio that we run now, along with posting every day and interviews and podcasts and different obligations that we have. We have sponsors that we're responsible for. So it's just been really, really hectic trying to get everything in place before we leave because we'll be gone for a while. So we've got to situate trainers with clients and make sure everything is taken care of. Payments are collected and deposited and things like that. So it's a lot. It's very hectic for us to go out of town for a couple of days, let alone 4 or 5 days during the middle of the week when we're open every day of the week. That's very, very difficult. But I'm not complaining. It is what it is. So anyway, so today what I wanted to discuss is the idea, I've touched on the idea of entrepreneurship before, got a good feedback on it. But it seems to be everybody these days is interested in being their own boss. So I've been self-employed myself for the last 30. I worked for myself the last 30 plus years. So I know a thing or two about it. It's really not as easy as people think it is. And if you go into the process believing it's going to be easy, believing that people are going to be excited for you and help you and all that, you're kidding yourself. It's just not going to happen that way. I've been in business. I've owned my own studio for 23 years. I've worked in this industry for 30 years. So you would think if anybody is eager to back anybody, they back me. But they don't. So you're still, in the process of opening up this gym. I'm struggling and grinding and pushing and hustling harder than when I opened up Ratio, my personal training studio. You would think family and friends are going to get behind you and help you. Well, they're not. And what's going to happen is because we live in a negative society and because there's ups and downs involved with business, everybody has their own idea to where when they open up something, they're not going to go through the hard times. And it's just not going to happen that way. I've advised roughly in the years that I've been in business, 20 people either advised or worked up under me, or I tried to help them out with advice, stuff like that. So out of 20 facilities that they opened, 19 of them are shut down and shut down within the first year or two. So it's not easy. And a lot of those people, they had a lot more money than me, a lot more education. They had a lot of things over me. So I guess they looked at me and went like, if this idiot can run a business, anybody can run a business. But what they don't understand is that I've sacrificed a lot. I've given a lot. I've worked a lot. I've done everything. I have a determination to be successful in the chosen field that I have, which is the personal training. And nowadays, everybody wants to be a personal trainer. They think it's the thing to do. And in reality, you run across a lot of personal trainers, and what they believe, as long as I know how to give them exercises and how to push them and push them hard, and they're going to be okay. Well, a person's, this is what they don't understand about this industry. Clients' biggest flaw is lack of discipline, especially when it comes to eating food, and lack of consistency, especially when it comes to working out and eating good. And what I've seen happen in the past, 20 plus years that we've been in Ratio, we've owned Ratio, you see people come in, you make good progress because they're being consistent, they're eating halfway decent, and you're really, really showing them the proper way to do things. Well, it never fails. Within 6 weeks, they see this great progress, not because of them, they're doing the work, but it's because you're doing the work properly. When you're exercising on your own, you're probably given a 5% effective ratio, meaning 5% of what you're doing is actually being effective. Well, when you come to here, I don't know about other trainers, but when you come here, 95% of what you're doing is being done in the right way. So when you compare 5% correct to 95% correct, or even 100% correct, you will quickly understand why the progress comes so quickly. But what happens is the person starts to believe, why do I have to pay them all this money? I can do this on my own. And I've not seen not one time one person went off on their own and actually looked better the next time I see them. Usually they resort back to what they looked like before they came here, because they don't get it. They don't understand that your discipline was developed because you had someone to answer to. We called you up. We made sure you stayed with it. We did everything within our power to make sure you did what you were supposed to do. And that power was the consistency. Well, they start to think, well, I've shown them the different exercises and this hits the glutes and this is here and this. They don't really understand that I have 30 years worth of experience in doing what I do. So it's not really I know everything that this guy know. I can do it on my own. It doesn't work like that. And they quickly find out that they don't know anything about what they're doing. The reason that we stand over you in a one-on-one fashion is that we love to correct and make sure you're doing the exercise properly. And I find that even though I have clients that I'm standing over all day, they're still doing a lot of things incorrect. So imagine if you're on your own and no one's standing over you. You could take an incorrect exercise. You could take a good exercise, do it, perform it incorrectly, and do it over a length of time, and all you're going to get is either no results at best or injured with no results at best. So they don't understand that it's so much more to it than just performing exercises and doing it this way and doing 5 more and all that. I see trainers nowadays training people flipping tires and jumping on boxes and all this crap. What is that doing for the individual to build their body the way they want it? I see boxers training people and NBA players, ex-NBA players training people, and they're doing the things that they did, right? So unless you want to be a boxer or a wrestler or a football player or a basketball player, I suggest you do the things that it takes to put your body in condition. The only thing that can do that is sculpting the muscle, weightlifting, and training. But you have these people, they will come up with these exercises and or come up with these different things, drills, running, boot camps, whatever. And the people will lose 20 pounds. Well, I can lock you in a room when you don't eat for several weeks and you'll lose 20 pounds. That don't mean it's the right thing to do. But yet people, they get intrigued by, whoa, that person lost 20 pounds. They must be doing something. I'm going to try that. When in reality, what I try to do as a trainer is I try to work on the weaknesses that people have, and the biggest weaknesses that they have is lack of discipline, lack of consistency. So you do that while training them, getting them in shape, and teaching them why they need to bring up those weak parts. Most boot camps, fat loss camps, drills, this club, that club, what they don't do is work on what's needed the most, which is we don't look like crap because we are working out. We look like crap because we work out for 2 months. We don't see the gym for another 10 months, and we eat like shit the whole rest of the time. And then they go, man, I don't know how I gained all this weight. You know how you gain that weight. And I really believe that as a trainer, the issues that are our biggest weaknesses should always be addressed. They should always be taught. So if you teach a person how to have discipline when it comes to eating, and you teach them how to have consistency when it comes to working out and eating, they have the tools to then go on their own if they choose to. But a lot of trainers are not bright enough to understand that. It's a study human behavior, not here go 5 pounds, give me a couple of curls, because the exercises in which we perform to make us in shape, they're all the same exercise. You can't reinvent a chicken breast. You can't reinvent a bench press. You can't reinvent a bicep curl. Those are standards that are always here, and they will always be here. Everything else came and went. But that's been my experiences as trainers, is that you have a bunch of idiot trainers out there now that think they got it all figured out, and then they ain't even close. They're not even close. I talk to them all the time. They're not even close. It's a reason we've been in business for over 2 decades, and most people can't even keep a personal training studio open for 2 years because you have to fix the customer's needs. The getting in shape part will happen if they learn discipline and consistency. But the reason that I started the conversation is about opening up your own business. It is not an easy task, and some people, maybe you should be a great number 2, not try to be a great number 1. It's like, it's just only on business. Like, you got a band, okay? The drummer is really good at the band. All of a sudden, the drummer wants to be the lead singer. Well, he can't sing, but he wants to be the lead singer because it looks like the lead singer is getting all the attention. I want the attention. I want to be the lead singer. If I can't be the lead singer, I'm taking my drums and I'm going home. That's the attitude that number 2s on down have. They think it looks and is so glamorous to be the one to say that I own the place. Well, if I found somebody that was just good as me, I'd be more than happy to work for them. The headaches and things that come with owning your own business don't go away. Every bill that comes through, right now I have 2 facilities and a home. So my overhead in just rent is ridiculous. It's more than some people make in 6 months. I have to pay that every month. And the landlords, they don't give a damn what's going on in your life. They want their money, and it's business for them. So they want their money. And like I said, if you're expecting family or friends to help you, that's not going to happen. They're going to look at you and the first hiccup that you have, the first hard time, well, you should quit. You should have went into business for yourself anyway. You should do this. You should do that. I had people, I had to tell my own mother, she said, oh, you think you know more about business than me? I do. You never owned a business. I have. I know a lot more about business than you. But yet they think you don't know because maybe you're asking them for funding, or you're asking them to do something for you, and you're still trying to get the thing going. And they say, it takes 20 years to become an overnight sensation, and that's true. I'm in my 22nd year of owning my own facility, and the knowledge that I have gained in terms of running a successful business is off the charts. So now I'm trying to continue and build something great while correcting a lot of my old mistakes, while opening up another facility, while doing a lot of things. You have to. I remember them asking Wayne Gretzky. They did an interview with him, and they said, "Why are you so great? Physically, you're just an average guy." He said, "A lot of players, they skate to where the puck is. I skate to where the puck is going." The reason that I am still open and still successful, 24 years ago, when everybody was looking at bigger gyms charging less money, I chose to open a smaller gym and charge more money. Everybody thought I was a nut at that time. Well, now it's the most popular thing out. Everybody wants to be a trainer. Everybody wants to own a studio. Right now, I am doing things for what I feel in this business will happen in the future of what the internet and social media has created. It is a global world now. When you used to open up gyms, you was demographic. You had to, people only drive a 5 to 8 mile radius. So you had to deal with attracting people from a 5 to 8 mile radius. Now business is global. You could sell items and products to people on the other side of the world. Everybody has credit cards. Everybody has the internet. All you have to do is capture it and ship it. Capture the payment and ship it. So the whole game has changed, but yet a lot of people are still working off the old blueprint, which is get as many clients as possible. Well, that's great too. That's my idea too. But I want more clients spending more money through retail. So you want to increase the retail. Before, retail was just an afterthought of any gym. But retail now, when you start talking about coffee cups, mouse pads, pens, those little things have a markup of 50% profit. So if you have a gym and you have 500 members and they're constantly buying supplements and shoes and shirts and clothes and pens and mouse pads, you're making good money off with an incredible markup. That's what a lot of places are not doing, and that's why they're closing their doors so quickly. They're opening up off the old blueprint. It's just like you really need a good computer, but you go out and buy a typewriter. It's just those are outdated. It don't work anymore. So anyway, when you go to start your business, one thing that I've learned, follow the numbers. The numbers have to make sense. If you look at a business plan and it tells you, if I have 500 people, I can make money, count on 250 people and see if you can make money that way, because that's probably about what it's going to equal out to. If you get to 1,000, great, but you have to be able to function off of the worst case scenario, or else you're not going to make it. So that's my advice. That's my rant today on my podcast. So any questions, email me. It's my world1podcast@gmail.com, or you could text my phone. It's 708-829-2122. Any questions, comments, ideas, anything, just don't hesitate, all right? So until next week, this is your man, Sir-Earl, and I'm out. Peace.